Hello and welcome to Islamic Finance Week on WebTV powered by Proshare. Today I am with Dr. Tajudeen Yusuf, Associate Professor, Department of Actuarial Science and Insurance, University of Lagos. It is a pleasure talking to you, sir.
You're welcome.
Islamic finance is increasingly becoming a preferred option for funding capital projects beyond Sukuk. What other Islamic finance instruments exist to improve domestic infrastructure?
Salam will be better suitable for our agricultural sector. You can use Salam to drive the agricultural sector, as agriculture these days is receiving a lot of attention because of the policy of the government to grow that sector. So whoever is interested can go to any of the existing Islamic banks to source financing through Salam. Apart from that, you also have crowdfunding. There is what we call crowdfunding, whereby you can use, get to a larger segment of the society to participate in investment. Then you can now say, okay, through this crowdfunding, we will use it through Mudaraba or Musharaka, whatever. So through these two modes, you can also grow the sector. It can boost entrepreneurial skills of our private people as well as the government too. So these modes of financing are quite useful and appropriate for our own kind of economy.
Financial inclusion, particularly of women, is a major concern in emerging economies, especially in Africa. What option does Islamic finance provide to broaden and deepen exclusion in Nigeria?
Yes, you know, there's nothing wrong for Muslim women to have economic assets. The Quran says in Surah An-Nisa chapter 4 that the rijalin nasibun muktasabu walinisa'i nasibun min muktasabna, that for men what they earn and for women what they earn. So in terms of economic acquisition, women are allowed to transact businesses. Women are allowed to own assets. Women are allowed to invest in Sharia-compliant businesses. Apart from that, Muslim women could have also acquired wealth through inheritance from their dead parents or their dead husbands, and then they can also use this, invest this, and have what we call Mudaraba. She may not be the one doing the labor. She will supply the capital, and you will have some men or even women working for her, and then they now do profit sharing. This was what Prophet Muhammad SAW and Khadija, one of his wives, were engaging in before Islam, before Prophet Islam became a prophet. And that was what led to their marriage later on. And this Mudaraba now has now been adopted in Islam, whereby they call it profit sharing. Someone supplies the capital, another one supplies the labor. Now, for a Muslim woman, she can supply the capital for men to work with, who will supply the labor. Women could also work for women. But what is important is this should not affect our primary duty to her husband in the house. So she could engage in businesses during her free period and with the permission of her husband. So she can be a millionairess. A Muslim woman can be a millionairess, but it must be Sharia compliant mode and manner of operation.
Can Islamic financing help in fiscal policy management? And what is the Islamic position on government taxation?
There's nothing wrong in government collecting taxes from the citizenry. In any economy today, it has become a modern day reality that government will raise money from different sources, but it must have what we call human face. You know, in Islam, there's what we call Maqasidu Sharia, which is the objective of the Sharia is to make life benefit. I mean, is to bring about make life comfortable for everybody. And if you want to make life comfortable for them, your tax policy must be Sharia compliant, benefit of the people, making sure that let people pay according to what they have acquired. It should be progressive. If you are earning more, you should pay more. If you are earning less, you should pay less. You understand? And then there must be that transparency in it, because ultimately Almighty Allah will take account of whatever you are doing. But that itself does not stop Muslim paying zakat or sadaqah. Do you understand? It doesn't stop them from paying zakat. There's hardly any economy in the world that is only run based on zakat and sadaqah. They will have to pay taxes here and there. But what I'm saying is that the taxes we collect to must meet the objective of the Sharia, human welfare. It must be able to give people, it is a service they are paying for, and they must be taken care of when we collect the taxes from them.
How can Takaful Islamic insurance help the local insurance market? Is life insurance allowed in Islam?
Yes, Takaful is the alternative, not a substitute for the conventional insurance. Takaful allows those who have issues with conventional insurance to procure their insurance need through a Sharia compliant mode, which is Takaful. Takaful, as it exists in Islam, it also exists in the conventional. You have general business and you have life businesses, or we call it family businesses in Takaful. These two can exist, and alhamdulillah today we have Islamic insurance outfits that are doing this. So whether life, you can acquire it. The Sharia scholars have sat on this and they have approved the Islamic option of transacting insurance. And it is quite different from the conventional in the sense that the contributions paid by the participants are their money. The ownership of that premium does not transfer to the insurance companies. The insurance company can act either as a manager of those funds or as a partner with the participants. The Takaful outfit ensures that these funds contributed by the participants are well managed through either wakala, which is agency, or mudoraba, profit sharing. Either way, there is a win-win situation for both parties, because in Takaful you talk of risk sharing as opposed to risk transfer in the conventional system. So, and alhamdulillah, this practice is currently in operation in Nigeria, and more people are coming on board. And I must also tell you that non-Muslims too are allowed, and you have many non-Muslims who are patronizing Takaful outfits because it is not religion discriminatory. It allows everybody. Once you are ready, it doesn't allow interest, non-gambling, you don't invest the funds contributed by the participants in haram or non-approved investment outlets. It has to be Sharia compliant, you know. So this can go a long way in bringing more and more people into the economic sector. And when you talk about financial inclusion, it is currently ensuring that enhancing financial inclusion from all and sundry, because there are those, and it is very common. Any conscious Muslim will tell you, I must not take interest. Do you have any option? And the Takaful sector is growing gradually. With time, with more marketing, with more awareness, more and more people will patronize the Takaful option. to the conventional system we have.
Can Istina be a major asset of finance in Nigeria, and what needs to be done to make it work?
Definitely. You see, what Islamic finance is currently suffering from is that of lack of awareness. We are not doing presently enough awareness to make people to know this. So, and that will put current operators the more they need to deploy more resources to make the awareness to spread. You see, all the modes, the financing modes in Islamic finance can solve a lot of problems we are having here. But like I tell you, it is ethically based, and it relies mostly on trust of the patrons, those who patronize Islamic finance products must be trustworthy, they must be creditworthy, and they must have the fear of God. Because some people have invested their money, made it available for you to trade with. Don't betray that trust. So, Istisna can do a lot in our construction, manufacturing sector, a lot. Infrastructure, you know, and Zukuk is just one of those opportunities that we have. And I want to encourage more and more people to patronize the Islamic banks, Islamic outfits, and those who are capital markets, to ensure that they make judicious use of these opportunities, because it is risk sharing. That is the hallmark of Islamic finance, risk sharing. It doesn't believe in risk transferring.
The president of the Islamic Development Bank will be paying Nigeria a visit shortly. What do you think should be Nigeria's major point of discussion to the IDB president?
See, first thing is, we want more and more investors to come to Nigeria and set up Islamic financial institutions, either banks, Takaful, asset management outfits. We need foreign direct investment in this sector. You know, not only capital, the human capital as well. Let more and more experts come into the Nigerian sector. The population is huge, and the opportunities are also immense. The opportunities in this economy are immense. We cannot exhaust the opportunities that are in the Nigerian economy. So when the IDB president comes, these are some of those things we are going to discuss with him.
And that will be all for this edition. You can send questions and comments to news@proshareng.com and reporter@proshareng.com. Also, you can engage us on our social media handles displaying on the screen. Many thanks for watching, and bye for now.